Yep. There you go. Okay.
Just got to find the button.
I'm going to send a slide. Hi, everybody. I wanted to check in briefly and share with you a big day for my dear friend, Cynthia. She is a published author. As of today, getting out and sharing her story, and I wanted to bring her to your attention because I have absolutely seen her transform and step into a powerhouse energy in the last year and a half. Cyn, thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you, Sam. It is, it's an amazing day, and I just want to say thank you for the opportunity. I appreciate you having me on.
Yeah, I would love for you to share just maybe a quick tip when somebody is ready to engage in transformation, in stepping into their newest, highest self, redirecting their energy and their focus into a new opportunity and beginning. Give your best tip for the good work that's going to come along the way.
Well, that's a big question
Mm.
because, in all honesty, I'm writing a book about it.
Yeah.
I mean, today is my entrepreneur story, but that's what started the whole process for me.
Mm.
Like, I didn't understand the impact that I would have as a leader, which I'm sure you've heard the story. Ken has talked about it several times. I hired him as a business coach, and I had owned the restaurant. And so this is what the Ignite story is about. I hired him as a business coach because I had worked on the business, in the business, not on the business.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to a point where I was just stuck. And that kind of was my second Ignite moment. And that's where, to me, my real journey of growth happened. That's my self-awareness, self-growth, self-development really, really started to happen. And basically, the biggest thing I can say is the commitment. Commit to you. It is not easy. It is hard work. And I say it a lot, but you got to do the work. And I think a lot of people just don't want to do the work. And so the commitment level, we talk about it on 10X all the time. He says, commit first. Grant says, commit first and figure the rest out later.
Yeah.
I mean, we've done it now about a year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, your world has completely
huge.
transformed in so many ways. And I can absolutely say, as a close outsider to the entire transformation, is you are showing up with so much intentionality to showcase the messy middle as well as the opportunities, the growth, and the highlights and the lowlights, right? You're showing every bit of the journey, and you know that that is amplifying the potential and the opportunity. And I think that's what's been so captivating for all of us to witness in you, is that you're stepping into this place authentically. You're saying, I'm going to mess up along the way. I'm not going to have a perfect journey, but I'm going to share it with others because I know that's part of the journey. That's part of the transformation. That's part of the impact in the making. I would love to hear from you in this year of reflection, in documenting, in highlighting your integrity and stepping into this really profound human being that you are. What is something you wish you had started just a little bit sooner?
Oh, I think if I could pinpoint it to one thing, I think it would be my potential. Too many people push it to the side and just say, I am who I am, and I'm okay with who I am. Well, there's a light inside everyone that needs to shine. And there is a quote by Mary Ann. Can't remember it. If my friend Doug Volsky was here, he would tell it to us. But it basically goes like this. You are supposed to shine. Don't dim your light. The world needs your strength and your glow. And when you shine, you allow other people to shine.
Absolutely.
And it's a hard concept because, even with you just talking about it and you saying things like, I'm sharing, well, I used to say I don't share very well. But I've learned that affirmations are huge and I share very well. And so what I ended up doing was I ended up starting to do a little share every morning on my Instagram page. And I really did it for me. In all honesty, I did it to help myself grow. And during this whole journey, the the part of me that was, I think, stuck was the fact that I didn't share. I didn't want to show people who I was and what I was doing. I wanted to be this little, well-kept, perfect person, but I wasn't happy, and I knew I could do more. And I just had this feeling that always said, is this it? Is this it? And granted, I was happy, married, 3 kids, business owner, realtor. And that moment where I was just like, I'm going to commit to me. I want more. There's more out there that I can do. And truly, the commitment level is one of the biggest things, even in writing my book and sharing my story and listening to other people. You know, I enjoy and I am honored at the fact that even you asked me to do this. And it's new for me. I don't normally, share on this particular level. And
Mhm.
so I'm honored that I can do it. And I say to myself and to everyone, because I think it is stressful when people want to know their why,
Mm.
because it's a huge driver. People say that it is your driver. What I have heard in this community and along my journey this year and a half is you need a gut wrenching why, or your why will keep you awake, or
Mm.
your why is what you will have the passion to keep moving you forward. And it haunted me, honestly, for a little bit in
Mm.
the first like 6 months, even when I first met Ken and he was asking me questions, my why was unknown. And in all
Mm.
honesty, I still don't know it, but I take comfort in that now, because the journey is
Mhm.
the aha part of life,
Mm.
because I like the journey. I like the adventure. I kind of feel like, just for my own level, and this isn't saying that if everybody knows their why, that's amazing, but I work with a lot of young people, and I feel like leadership is so lacking in our communities, in our schools, in our industry, just, I mean, pretty much across the board. I hate to just call it out, but now that I know what it is and what people are looking for, I
Mm.
find that it's very, very um, just, it's lacking. We don't have the right leaders. So I love our 10X community. I also do GSD, which which is the Grow Stack Drive community, and we support each other and encourage each other. I got off my point there for a little bit, but the journey is definitely the part that is the adventure and that takes the work, and that's the part that is the amazing ahas along the way.
Yeah. Yeah. It truly has been just a blessing to see you step into this really omnipresent individual who is allowing your energy to be the catalyst for others to trust themselves, right? I've really seen the way that you show up, your energy captivates the community. And I honor you because I know that's not maybe everybody's first inclination to go be omnipresent and to share your, as we always say on Storytelling by the Numbers, your zone of genius with others. Sometimes you take comfort in what's familiar. And for you, every single day has been unfamiliar, and every single day has been testing you, and every single day has brought with it gifts and blessings, right?
You have a gift of words, my darling. I appreciate all of the kudos. I wish it would come to me as flowing as you have done it. But the journey is not easy, and I will say that. And you do need some grit and some perseverance to get through it, because I'll just share a little bit. Yesterday, um, going into being a published author, never something that I thought would ever happen to me.
Mhm.
I had a moment of fear, like
Mm.
straight fear. And I haven't had a moment of fear in quite a while. And it literally, I could feel it. And this was the
Mm.
weirdest thing for me. I literally felt it like a wave. It came up over, and then it came all the way down, and I felt it in my heart and I felt it in my
Mm.
gut. And so what I've learned on this journey is that the affirmations are amazing, because your brain will try to sabotage you. It's
Mm.
not doing it on purpose, it's doing it to
Mm.
protect you, because the fear comes out. And I feel like people don't understand that they can get rid of that.
Mm.
It's a fear to protect you, or it's a fear. What's the acronym? Fear is something, face everything and run, or what's the other one?
I don't know.
It's something and rise.
Mm.
So it's a gift if you know how to use it. So I have found that I turn that into more fuel for me. It
Mhm.
is something new, but I'm honored to do it. And I want to share my story because I feel like too many people don't know their potential. And
Mm.
one of the taglines in my story is, "You are your own superpower."
Mm.
And so that's important to me to share that with people so that they know. I mean, even looking at your story, Sam, we were talking just a little bit earlier too, 12 years, 12 years. And these last 2 years have been amazing,
Yes.
right? I mean, and I'm just curious, even in the same instance, you're asking me, but I mean, isn't it just an amazing feeling to be in the light versus
Yes.
be in the dark?
Yeah. And it's really transformative every single day that I get more and more fulfilled by serving others. And that was something in my darkness I did not know I needed in my world. Right? I thought by being selfless and running myself into the ground and serving corporate America, that was my gift to the world. I did not
Mhm.
realize that hosting courageous conversations and simply holding space for others to unlock and feel comfortable sharing openly was
Mhm.
actually my gift to the world. I did not know that. And so now I say there's no going back to the before, right? The unlocking that you've had, the unlocking that I've had, this stepping into the light that you just alluded to, that is our path forward. That is our forever future, right? And there's no going back to the before of not having this contribution and not pursuing it every day.
And I want to tell you again, you have the gift of words, because encouragement, I never knew
Mm.
how important they were, how
Mm.
those words were so important. The GSD community, I know that you're familiar with, that Ken started Grow Stack Drive. We have a group of, I believe it's 150 people, and it is an amazing group of encouragers and your community that helps you, because on this journey you do have those days where you're
Mm.
just like, wait, why am I doing this? You turn
Mhm.
around and sometimes you have friends that were here but they aren't here as much now, and
Mhm.
it is a fulfilling road,
Mm.
especially now that I get to share my story a little bit more,
Mhm.
because my entrepreneur journey, 13 years in the restaurant being a server, and then one day saying, wow, I can actually do this. And to take that leap with faith and
Mhm.
say, I know I can. I know I can.
There it is.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah.
Well, I want to honor and respect the time. I know we're both about to hop on and watch our dear friend Solana share her Ignite story as well, and then you go on directly after. I honor you and I thank you so much for being with us today. And I know that I'll drop the link for everybody to purchase the book. And I know that we should do this again in longer form for the podcast, but let us go quickly and go support Solana, and then I'll be on to watch you flourish as well.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate your time. You're a doll, and I am honored that you had me on. So thank you so much.
Of course, of
Thank
course.
you.
Thank you all for tuning in, and I'll drop the link for you to pick up the book with Solana and Sin and so many of our dear
Yeah.
friends.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye.